Hello, my friends. How's everybody doing out there today? I am coming to you live from Wichita, Kansas. I'm visiting my beautiful wife who is away working a temporary job in Wichita, Kansas. And so from time to time, I come and visit her and we miss each other. And so I hop on a plane and come and visit her. And so um, I wanted to talk a little bit today about gratitude, and of course, it's fitting, in this time of around Thanksgiving, and I'm grateful that I'm able to come and visit and be with my beautiful wife, and I'm thankful for all the things that I have, and I believe that gratitude is one of the important keys to moving forward and to a happy life and to uh, unleashing your creativity. If you're feeling kind of like there's something more that want to do with your life, you're running hard to pay the bills and take care of your family and do the things that you need to do, or maybe your family has grown up and moved away, most of them, and you're in a later phase of your life. I don't want to say you're getting old, because to me, age is just a number, and getting old is optional. Um, a friend of mine just started a group called Getting Old is Optional. And I thought that was a good cliche, so I stole that from them. Anyways, I think that uh, a lot of us have felt like there's something more that we need to do with our lives, but don't know how to go about it, don't know how to do it. And that's part of my mission, is to try and help people find that courage to step out and do that thing that they've wanted to do, or to find out what it is that they should do. A lot of times you go, yeah, but I don't know exactly what it is I want to do. Like for me, I want to help other people. And I've struggled at times to know exactly how and to do that, and what to do. And right now I'm thinking that helping people unleash their creativity and step out and do that thing, that's something more that you've been feeling like doing. If that's something that resonates with you, go to my page, dreamstarter.tv, and sign up for my 3 free videos. And I give you some tips on how to get started on doing that. Anyways, the attitude of gratitude. Many of you have probably heard that cliche before. It's been around a long time. And what does that really mean? And how do you do that? What if things don't seem to be going so well right now? Uh, how do you have an attitude of gratitude when things aren't going your way? Well, you've probably heard another cliche. Sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. Um, for me, when I went through my traumatic experience and I was in despair and depressed and so on and so forth, I would get up every morning and just thank God, the universe, however you see that, whatever your belief system is, for everything that I had. And not just the good stuff or the stuff that I perceived as good, but everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. And so well, how do you do that if you have a lot of bad things happening to you? Well, sometimes bad things are just it being a bad thing is a perspective, and it's not necessarily bad. It's actually good for you. I always say that life is kind of like going to the gym. There's going to be pain and suffering, but it's good for you. Um, and you got to do some heavy lifting if you want to get stronger. And that's how I look at the so-called bad stuff nowadays. And of course, I didn't always look at that, and it's not easy to look at it that way. If you can look at it going in, you can usually get through things a lot quicker, or a lot easier. Maybe not quicker, but it's how we grow and it's how we learn. Remember, after every storm, the sun always comes out eventually. Okay. After the darkness of every night, there's the glorious sunshine of another day. Okay. And that's what you need to look forward to, and the growth. And I look back on my time of despair, and now I look back at it as one of the best things that ever happened to me, because it caused me to grow. It caused me to change. caused me to seek more, that something more that I wanted to do with my life and leave my mark on the world. Um, and sometimes we don't do anything because we think, well, I'm not going to be great like a Tesla or an Edison or a Gandhi or a Buddha or a Jesus or something like that. Well, you don't have to be. All you need to do is be who you are and who you came to be, and find out what your mission is in life. And that's not always an easy thing to do, but that's what we're here to do. And you have to go forward and do that and step out to get that satisfaction and that happiness. That's something that seems to be missing in your life. uh, we get caught up in the day-to-day routine, and we're kind of in survival mode. And so what we do is we numb out to it, and we don't move forward. We just go through our daily routine, and we're actually living in the past because we get up and we do the same thing every day, pretty much. And then we get, maybe we have the weekends off and we do the same thing then too. And then we don't, and then as Monday approaches, we start getting anxiety. Oh man, I got to go back to work. I don't want to, or if we maybe even take a vacation for a week or two, nobody wants to come home. How about creating a life where you don't need a vacation, where you're enjoying life? That is possible. And that's one of the things that I try to teach, because I changed my life from despair and depression to happiness and going after the things that I want to do and helping other people and enjoying life and so on and so forth. And I learned a lot of things there, and I want to teach those things to people. I help them cut the learning curve a little bit shorter, so they don't have to learn it as the hard way, so to speak. Although, like I said, you still got to do some heavy lifting. It takes practice and it takes uh, consistency. And that's one of the things that I try to teach people. That's another thing too. Some people feel like, well, I've done too many bad things in my past, and so nobody's going to listen to me, or I don't have the right to share. Bullshit. Just don't worry about your past. The past is the past. Just start where you're at and share the light that you have, even if you're still struggling with certain things. Um, and sharing your light will help you heal, and it'll help others heal. And that's how we move forward. So share the light that you have with others, and it can start with just small things. So anyways, in this time of Thanksgiving, we have a lot to be thankful for. We live in a time where life is much easier for most of us. That's not to say there aren't people really suffering around the world. But especially in Western society, we live quite comfortably, even when we feel like we're struggling compared to times past. Especially medieval times and before that, even life was a real struggle. So cultivate an attitude of gratitude, create a ritual, get up every morning, thank God or the universe for everything that you have, the good, the bad, the ugly. And eventually you'll reprogram your mind to believe that, and you'll see a change. Seriously, 3 weeks, you'll start to see a change in your attitude, in your life, and you will start attracting opportunities and circumstances to move forward. That's the real law of attraction. The law of attraction is real. Some people think it's BS, but it's real. It's just that it's gotten sort of a skewed. People think, well, if you just believe, all of a sudden money is going to show up in your mailbox. Well, that's not exactly how it works. Opportunities and circumstances will show up based on what you're putting out. Like attracts like. You've all heard that before. Well, it's true. So if you're negative and complaining and feeling sorry for yourself, or feeling like a victim of circumstances and there's just nothing you can do about it, and it's just the luck of the draw, guess what you're attracting? You're attracting that same frequency, that same vibration, if you will, into your life. And it's a vicious cycle. So you need to change that. And you can do that by changing your mindset, changing your attitude. But it takes practice. 3 weeks, they say, to create a habit. I say 30 days to really create a habit and 90 days to make it permanent, but you still have to do it on a regular basis. Like I said, like taking a bath, got to do it on a regular basis. All right, this is getting over 10 minutes and nobody's gotten on, so maybe it's too early. I don't know. Or maybe they're just tired of listening to me. But anyways, it'll be a video and you guys can check it out once it gets posted, and I'll post it around, and I'll post it on my YouTube channel. By the way, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. I have a whole bunch of videos that talk about all kinds of stuff like this. And tell your friends about it. Share it if you will. And I'm working on a new book. And so I'll be sharing some stuff with that. Eventually, I'm going to start a blog and maybe share some excerpts and some things as I write the book. And hopefully I can help folks find their creativity and find that something more that they want to do with their lives and help them step out and step up. All right, my friends, take care. Have a great day, evening, afternoon, wherever you're at. And I will talk to you soon.